Unraveling the Battle of Mogadishu. Welcome to Emerald Spectrum Channel, where past historical events that made the whole world stand on their toes will always be shared. For today, I will be sharing with you the event that happened in Somalia, Mogadishu on October 3, 1993, and the aftermath impact of that war. Click the subscribe button. Your click is the only alternative that can be think of. To understand the intricacies of the Battle of Mogadishu, we must delve into the events that unfolded on that fateful day. In 1993, the world watched in horror as one of the most intense urban battles unfolded in Mogadishu, Somalia. This event, known as the Battle of Mogadishu or Black Hawk Down, would change the landscape of modern warfare forever. In the 1990s, Somalia was in the grip of a devastating famine and civil war, triggered by one of the Somali war-hungry leaders. A leader that left his people to the hands of personal greediness, self-glory, poverty and lack of basic needs. The United States and the United Nations intervened to provide humanitarian aid and restore order, leading to the deployment of peacekeeping forces in Mogadishu. Unknowingly to them, the event will take a turn in striking them beyond what they intended for. The mission was to stabilize the situation and facilitate the delivery of aid to the starving population. However, the presence of various armed factions, including those loyal to warlord Mohammed Farah Aidid, complicated the situation on the ground. Task Force Ranger, comprising elite Army Rangers and Delta Force operators, received intelligence on Aidid's top lieutenants meeting in Mogadishu. The decision was made to launch a raid to capture these key figures. The raid started smoothly, but they quickly encountered heavy resistance from Somali militia forces. 2 Black Hawk helicopters were shot down, trapping United States soldiers in hostile territory. What ensued was a desperate battle for survival as American troops fought block by block against a determined enemy. Meanwhile, efforts to rescue the stranded soldiers faced numerous challenges amidst the chaos of the city. There seemed to be a wave of misunderstanding from the Somali citizens. They played a part in shortening the advance of help from the U.S. troops, due to how forced they were, and misinformation from Aidid and his cohorts. The Battle of Mogadishu lasted 15 hours, resulting in the deaths of 18 U.S. servicemen and hundreds of Somali civilians. The images of American soldiers being dragged through the streets shocked the world and led to a re-evaluation of U.S. military involvement in Somalia. U.S. casualties in the Battle of Mogadishu numbered 18 dead and over 70 wounded among fewer than 200 personnel involved in the initial assault. However, 700 to 1,500 Somalis died from the war. In conclusion, the Battle of Mogadishu highlighted the dangers of mission creep and the complexities of nation building in a war-torn country. It also raised questions about the use of military force in humanitarian interventions and the importance of understanding the local context before engaging in such operations. The Battle of Mogadishu remains a sobering reminder of the human cost of armed conflict and the challenges of intervening in complex crises. It serves as a case study for military planners and policymakers, emphasizing the need for careful deliberation and strategic foresight in future operations. However, despite the outburst of violence, one will think what's left of Mogadishu will be ruins of war. But they did not sink into self-pity, but rather took responsibility of their region, and developed it than what it used to be. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe and share. Counting on you.